Mr. Scott, what does implied consent mean when it comes to driving in the state of Indiana? Hi, my name is Corey Scott. I am a criminal defense attorney here in Indianapolis, Indiana, and I do get this question from time to time. And people want to know, what does it mean? They read their police report and it talks about implied consent, but what exactly is implied consent? So here it is in a nutshell. If you are driving in the state of Indiana, you're driving the streets and the highways and the byways, and you're going from point A to B, you have impliedly given your consent to submitting to a breath test, a urine test, and other tests to see whether or not you may be driving impaired. So here's the context. If you're involved in a serious accident, God forbid, if you're involved in a fatal accident and someone's been killed, or you're involved in a serious property offense of some sort, you ran into someone's car, you ran into the side of someone's house, etc. Those are all reasons, those are all probable causes for the police to say, wait a minute, we need to find out whether or not you were operating under the influence of something, whether or not, the fact that you were impaired played a part in what happened here in terms of the injury, in terms of someone being killed or hurt, etc. And so part of that implied consent says that, hey, if this ever happens impliedly by virtue of driving back and forth on the highways and byways in the streets of Indiana, I'm saying that, hey, if this ever goes down, I'm willing to submit to testing. Now, how does this happen in real life, though? So in real life, something happens, you're stopped, police see something, they observe something. It could be, the circumstance of the accident. It could be your behavior. It could be that, they're seeing certain signs from you, or they smell alcohol, or there's something in the car that gives them probable cause to believe that you're impaired. And so what they will do is they will ask for your consent and whether or not you're willing to submit to testing. And they have a little card that they're supposed to take out, and they're supposed to read it to you. It's called the implied consent law, where they go down and they let you know that, hey, as part of this, if you refuse, in other words, if you gave your implied consent that you would submit, but then here we are on the scene and we're trying to get this testing done, or we're trying to take you down to the station to get a certified breath test, and you're refusing, there's an automatic penalty of 1 year of an automatic driver's license suspension if you in fact refuse and the police had probable cause to request this. And so it's a very serious thing, of course, because, we all need to get back and forth. And so just understand, if you are in a car and you're driving on the streets of Indiana, highways in Indiana, you have impliedly given your consent that if something goes down and there's probable cause for you to submit to testing, that you will do so. And if you don't, then, there's a pretty stiff penalty to be paid in the way of a 1 year license suspension. If you have any questions about this, let me know, call me, email me, reach out. I'd be more than happy to talk to you. And until next time, just remember, if you have to be guilty of anything, be guilty of greatness. Take great care.